Cricket presents the Warmup. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. I'm your host, Neil Beasley. We are in district play pretty much all across the state, and this is where things really get to heat up, so we need to get you warmed up.
Every team has officially passed the halfway mark. 5 more weeks to go. Let's get things started by taking a look at some key Week 7 matchups in the Louisiana Hot Sauce Hot Zone. You certainly wouldn't have thunk it at the beginning of this season, but this week's Richardson-Berkner at Highland Park game could decipher the 7-6A champs. Berkner's 4-0 in district play, already taken down Lake Highlands and Pierce. If they can get by the Scots, their last competitive game will be Jesuit at home. But you see, that's where the problem lies. They have to beat Highland Park at Highland Park. That simply just doesn't happen. The Scots have only lost twice there in a couple of decades. They have one of the most game-changing home field advantages in all of Texas. To give the upstart Rams some credit, they've been handling their business of late. Jamari Williams has 752 yards on the ground with 9 scores, and Berkner has a bona fide playmaker in wide receiver Damian Crow. Highland Park has been playing that Jekyll and Hyde defense, gave up half 100 to Lake Highlands in a 10-point loss, but then turned around and held Jesuit to just 13 in a 2-point win. And the Scots used their home field advantage to get back in the title discussion? Hey, we'll find out Friday night. Another district title could be on the line when Mansfield Summit visits Midlothian Heritage on Thursday night. Heritage is undefeated on the season with an impressive win over Stephenville in Week 1. New starting quarterback Carter Rutenbar is straight slinging it for the Jags. He's got 999 yards and 16 touchdowns through 5 games. His main target is Stetson Surratt, who averages nearly 30 yards a reception. Summit got out of the gate slowly, but have found their stride behind a solid defensive line. When the offense is on point, Mansfield Summit is one of the hardest teams to slow down. However, Damaris Bird has thrown 8 picks in 5 games, and it's proven costly for Summit. So watch out for that. Winner of this game will have an inside track on the 5-5A Division II district title.
The Hot Zone is presented by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. When you need to bring the heat, make all your game day snacks better with Louisiana hot sauce.
Switch to Cricket and get 4 lines for only $25 each per month. Plus, fast nationwide 5G for all. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Enjoy the authentic flavors of ancient recipes. So thin, so crisp, so good, Xochitl.
We caught up to Lovejoy Wide Receiver Parker Livingstone on the recruiting trail, presented by Xochitl, chips and salsa.
My name is Parker Livingstone. I go to Lovejoy High School and I play wide receiver. I mean, it's a great program. I love it. I love it in Austin. It's close to home, and the culture that Coach Sark and the university has built has been something unbelievable, right? And they have great receivers there right now. There's a chance they lose 4 receivers this coming off season, and I think it's a great opportunity for me to go in there and hopefully play my freshman year. That's the goal. But at the end of the day, it's the University of Texas, and I grew up a Longhorn, and it's just kind of where I wanted to be. You can't teach. Something I've been told is you can't teach size and speed, and a lot of the receivers now it's kind of shaping into like the smaller, quickie, shiftness guys, and still in offenses now you still need the taller outside threat, and I think that's a great part of my game is being able to have the deep presence and the 50-50 ball. A lot of people sleep on my speed. It is what it is, but I get up on them quick, and sometimes I run past. Usually I run past them, but that's been awesome. I've learned the route tree. I've been a part of this offense. It's been amazing. I learned every single route, how to run it. My receiver trainer, Margin Hooks, has helped me, with the releases, top of the routes, secondary releases, and it's just been, everyone's been unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable. The coaches, the community, the players, it's it's nothing. It's unbelievable. I mean, everyone's bought in on our team. Everyone's playing for each other. Everyone's got that brother mentality, like play for the person next to you. And the coaches are outstanding. To our head coach all the way down to our assistant coaches, they've been amazing. Everyone knows what they're talking about, and then the community just backing us up whenever it is. If it's a loss or if it's a win, they're always there for us. They're always cheering us on, supporting us.
Hey, we can't get our cameras to all the big games, so here's some other ones to keep an eye out for in The Hype, presented by Dallas County Connects. We won't be able to make it out to Kincaid on Friday night, but South Oak Cliff will take on Kimball for what should be the Golden Bears' only competition left before the postseason. Knights are 4-1, have been pretty impressive behind head coach and former NFL star Bam Harrison. The passing game is where they hang their hat, as Amiri Williams-Hall already has over 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. But it's tough to penetrate that Sock defense. They've only given up 17 points in the last 3 games combined. Running back Danny Green and receiver Trey Jackson are the playmakers for a Golden Bear team that should take another 6-5A Division II title. Arlington takes on Arlington Bowie Friday night, and every win in 8-6A is necessary if you want to see the second season. As of now, both teams are undefeated in district play, but playing in a 7-team district means keeping that L column clean is of utmost importance. The Colts are trying to find their footing. They had a rough non-district schedule. They've kind of been bitten by the turnover bug. Draylon Burton will need to come up big in the ground attack. That will help Arlington for sure. For Bowie, they've beaten a couple of the district's have-nots to start off 2-0, but now they come to the meat of their schedule. A running game led by Darian Bowers is what's called for this Friday, as the game will wind up being a ball control type affair, I'm sure.
You shouldn't have to come to the internet. The internet should come to you. Let Dallas County help connect your home with free or low-cost high-speed broadband today. Visit DallasCountyConnects.org.
Here's a deal that's not too good to be true. Switch to Cricket Wireless and get a new Samsung A14 5G for the low price of free. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Let's take a look back at who won our defensive title belt, plus we'll see who might come home with one this week in The Buzz. Last week, Frisco put up a solid defensive effort against Sherman to win the defensive belt. Raccoons held them to 7 points and got a pick 6 from Lauren Pendergraph to gain all the momentum they needed. This week, keep an eye on another Frisco team, Panther Creek. They'll need to be a cohesive defensive unit to stop the Carter Cowboys. Panthers are coming off a great second half against Wilmer Hutchins, where they shut down the Eagles and earned the victory. This week, a win plus a defensive title belt is what Panther Creek will attempt to order up.
That's going to do it for today's show. Hey, thanks for joining us. We hope you are warmed up for another round of Texas high school football.